bots, technical issues, actually, people. Actually, Duck, I think you'll find that your mod pack isn't vanilla. And I will need you to change that immediately, thank you. Anyway, now that I've got that out of my system, should we play some games? Right, so this is how you died, a little inside. Yes, true. Right, so I'm gonna try to reel off a couple of things that I know people are gonna be asking questions about before we get started, right? So if you're wondering, the server is a community server based in the UK. And if you're looking to join, Jim will drop a link in chat right now. It's for any supporters of the channel on any platform. So we're talking YouTube memberships at like £1, patrons, Twitch, whatever, right? Any tier of support, doesn't matter. As long as you are supporting the channel in some way, you will have access, right? Okay, so that's first question. Second question. We were calling it a Vanilla Plus setup, but, you know, we've already had somebody that doesn't seem to like that, so I guess we'll say it's not a themed server like our Patreon server. Our Patreon server is separate. Our Patreon server has themes that we do every month. If you are interested in playing on that server too, it's £3 on Patreon, which is like the, you know, if you want access to both servers, that's the place to go. Patreon, £3 package. Otherwise, £1 still gets you access to the YouTube one, the community one. And what am I going to be doing today? Well, we are going to be spawning in West Point, which I've already set up. I've already sort of reserved a safe house that I want to make it to. And we're going to turn a storage bin into a safe house. Yes, Flowcat, yeah. So there's some links in the description, or the one in chat just above that Jim's dropped. Anybody that's a member of the channel can join. You won't have access to the Patreon server. That's like a special monthly theme thing. But you will have access to this one. It's like a new thing we're trying. It will not have a monthly reboot. That's a good question. No, it will not have a monthly reboot. We're doing this one a little bit differently. It's going to be pretty much consistent, and then like we're going to use a feature which allows us to reset certain chunks of the map. So we can reset parts of the map and keep it rolling for longer. What's your favorite city and why? Amsterdam. Because it's just brilliant. I love it. Loads of cultures come into one place. Duck, marry me? No. Yeah, exactly, Yukio. So there's still a little bit of a barrier there, which is supposed to prevent trolls and hackers and, you know, stream snipers and stuff like that. But yeah, it's still like it's as open as we could make it without being open, if that makes sense. What up, Rug? How you doing, Bob? Not great? Oh, how come? Whatever it is, well, if you don't, obviously if you don't want to share in chat, by all means, don't feel you need to, but you are of course welcome to as well. I hope everything perks up for you soon, man. Right, I notice we're not getting alerts because I'm in a different screen, so I'm just gonna change. And we have had...
Wait, your bigger stickers here.
We've had Pato.
Wait! Take him away! Oh, sir. No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
And we've also had... Chris John.
Wait, your bigger stickers here, sir, miss. Wait! Take him away! Oh, sir. No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
Thank you, boys. Appreciate that. Very much appreciate the support. Pato, I know you hate it here, but yeah. Thanks anyway. Thank you, Ven. Appreciate that. Is this the MMO server? I mean, I literally just answered that question like 2 minutes ago after you asked the first time. But no, it's not. There's a mod collection in the description. I'm a patron, but adulting has prevented me from playing on the server. Alas, love the content. Keep it up. Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate that, man. Is there possible 42 beta can open publicly? Pass. Next question. Baby got sick last Thursday and then started teething. Oh no, that's gonna be rough on the sleep schedule. Wife got food poisoning this weekend, so I pulled an all-nighter with the baby who wouldn't sleep, and then she was in bed all Sunday, so I soloed the 2 kids. Then woke up Monday morning with the toddler, and I have double pink eye and fever on and off. Jesus Christ, Rug. Did you like burn an ancestral grave in another life or something, bud? Have you been to any ancient Indian burial grounds recently and done something you shouldn't have, or? Either way, man, I hope you feel better soon. That's awesome. Sorry, that's awful. God. I'm so sorry. That's awful, and I hope you feel better soon. Listen, Jim, it's been a long day and it's only 2 o'clock, alright? Leave me alone. It's been a long day. So you need to support the Patreon to play on the server? No. You can be a Twitch supporter, you can be a YouTube supporter, you can be a Patreon supporter. Wherever you want to support. And it doesn't matter, even if you just want to use like the £1 support package. Anything. Literally anything. We'll get you in. If you want to make it like super easy on yourself, you can just join on the YouTube, and it's the little join button underneath the stream. But if you want access to the Patreon server as well, which is sort of better value, it's £3 on Patreon. Right, we're getting a lot of repeat questions already, so I'm just gonna point you to the FAQ. Jim, can you drop the FAQ, please? Thank you. Can one be a support bra and join? Just wondering. Unfortunately, not. Although I do have the man mounds, as it were, for a support bra. I think at this point. Right. Let's go play some games.
Wait, your bigger stickers here, sir, miss.
Hey, Yukio, thank you.
Wait! Take him away! Oh, sir. No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
Appreciate that, Yukio. Thank you very much. Appreciate. Oh god, I turned that off rather suddenly. Anyway, let's play the video game. And I thought today, actually, I would turn on the in-game music. I haven't had it on for ages. And I thought maybe just this once we'll try it and see how it is. I think I can turn that up a little bit. I can hear it, but it's quiet. Let's turn that up a little. What clip are you linking me? Is this a... Oh, it's the... That's awesome. Brilliant, thank you. I am so happy that you clipped my finest moments. So happy. Right. Last of Us soundtrack? I actually have like a couple of soundtracks. I can't use things like the Last of Us soundtracks though because of copyright. I have a couple of my own soundtracks on Epidemic Sound, which is like a licensed music website for content creators, where we pay like a monthly cost. But I haven't tried like just the in-game music in a long time, and I thought, you know what, let's just try the default music for a little bit. What's the population of the server? The max population is 100. We can change it on the fly. We have a dedicated like server machine, so we can kind of change things as and when we want to. The current population, I can't say for sure. There's no way for me to check when I'm in game without being on admin. It has just launched as of like, what, just over an hour ago. So I wouldn't expect it to be very high right now. Okay. I'm not going to take this purely because I feel... So I placed myself in this building because I thought, okay, this is a relatively non-assuming residential house in West Point, right? I placed myself here after reserving where I wanted to base. I'm not going to take this because...
Wait! Take him away! Oh, sir, No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
I'm not going to take that because I would not have chosen this house if I'd have realized there was somebody in the fucking closet with a gun and a rifle. Like, yeah, was not my intention, so we'll leave that behind. Hi, Dre, thank you very much for becoming a channel member, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, there's no way for me to tell you right now, Snowdub, because the server's just gone up an hour ago, dude. So, and I mean, most people won't have even known that the server was up until this moment, right? So, there's no way for me to give you an accurate. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Kind of wishing I picked up that gun right about now. Not that it would be any use, but... Right. Let's get out of here. Shh. Music intense. West Point is a hellhole and I hate it. This should be far enough, I think. We've cut line of sight a couple of times here. I'm gonna have to bring this music volume down a tad, I think. Once we're in a bit clearer territory. Okay, well, she's gonna keep banging away on the door. Let's just try and clear our local area a little bit. What I'm most interested in right now is just kind of giving ourselves a little bit of buffer room. Breathing space, as it were. Absolutely, Hydro. Absolutely. How do you have your coffee? Out of interest. Out of a cup? Good answer. Good answer. For any of the beginners out there, the reason why I was stood on one, or trying so desperately to stay stood on one of those zombies there, is because it keeps them down. If I stand on top of one of them, it keeps them on the ground. Easiest way to sort of buy myself a little bit of space. Okay. Ducks are so damn cool if you think about it when you're baked. Why do you have to be baked to think a duck is cool? Ooh, nice, Ray. I know you've been enjoying that. Chef's knife. I'll take it. Come on. Give you the stabby.
Because here's of this. Wait! Take him away! Oh, sir. No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
Thank you very much, Yon Toyu. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Welcome. No sprinters? Nuh-uh. No, multiplayer servers don't tend to play well with sprinters. Now that we do have a dedicated server machine, though, that might be something that we look into in the future. They don't tend to play well in multiplayer, especially when you get people with, like, higher ping counts, right? You chef knives. Any map mods? Not experienced with them? Yes, there are. You can check the mod pack in the description. There are a couple of maps that have been added. What kind of duck do I identify as? Look, that's way too deep a question for a Wednesday afternoon, alright? Is it a Wednesday or is it Thursday? It's Wednesday, okay, good. At least I've got the day right. Way too deep of a question for a midweek afternoon. Wednesday? Middle of the week? Wednesday, lad. A little known fact, actually. The English language has been adjusted specifically so that it's pronounced in the dictionary as Wednesday, not Wednesday. That's incorrect, and you shouldn't say it like that. It's Wednesday.
Wait, your biggest here's of this. Wait! Take him away! Oh, sir. No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
Goodness, Jake Adams, thank you very much. Appreciate that, man. Welcome to the channel. Wednesday's nuts. A man after my own heart. Okay, we bought ourselves a little bit of breathing room. Now we can actually sort of have a loot around here. Some cereal, that's great. Sorry, Paul. My apologies. God, I've just read that in like my most American. That message you just put, complacency killed the cat. I've just read that in my most American English accent I could imagine in my head. Like Californian white girl accent, you know? Pretending to be British. Cabbages! A whole frickin' bag of cabbages, chat. This is amazing. Valley girl? Is that what you call it? Yeah. Should probably say hi to people on the server as well. Okay. Satchel. Gib. Oh, sorry, reading chat. Jesus. Don't ever read chat again. Note to self. No reading chat. Oh, you gotta link the two up, Hydro. So, you should have like in your Discord somewhere, your settings, you should be able to link your YouTube account to Discord. It'll be under like a connections tab or something like that, I would imagine. So what we're trying to get to, actually, chat, as you can see, because I've gone over here in admin to reserve the building that I wanted, we're actually taking a little storage bin just in the corner of this building here. Not the whole building. The benefits of admin controls means that I don't have to claim the whole building. We were able just to segment that little section. But we're going to turn a storage bin into a base. Logan Carter. Who's Logan Carter? That's from Authentic Z, I would imagine. I just don't know the name off the top of my head. What character is he / what show is he from? Dead Island Riptide? Oh. This is the school, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, chat, we're gonna nip in here. We're gonna risk it for a biscuit. Sorry, Abraham. Is there sleeping in the server? No. Nah. Sleeping doesn't really work well generally in multiplayer. Unless you're doing it with like a small group. Now I'm gonna try and prioritize beginner books, intermediate books, and magazines. I'm not really interested in tailoring. I know there'll be tailoring experts in chat right now like, the protective values. I'm trying to focus on very sort of, here we go, electricity. Vehicle parts, we've already got that one. Something in my eye. Sorry, chat. Wondering why I was stood around like a lemon there for a second? Hunting Magazine, Volume 2. Carpentry. Oh, we already got that one. Good. Might have to make a little list of which books we have as well. Use a little bit of paper and note down which ones we've got. Which ones we need, you know. So for my class as well, if you're wondering, chat, we picked engineer. Purely because it gives me a leg up in carpentry and electrical, which is going to be important because of, you know, how we're going to be renovating a storage bin, right? We're going to need to pick up and move a lot of stuff, wire up generators, you know, things like that. So, or like unplug stuff and replug it in somewhere else. So the idea is that this will allow me to get started a little easier. I have this one. Yep. Foods around the world. I'll have that. Cooking Volume 1. We've already got Farming Volume 1. The server's PvE. The MMO project is going really well. Yeah, really pleased with how it's progressing. I'll emphasize that it's not anywhere near completion. But we've, touch wood, have been able to accomplish quite a lot of cool stuff that I didn't know for sure whether it would be possible. But I've got some quest stuff that's sort of waiting right now for me to test. But we're most of the way through, like one of the main quest lines for one of the classes. And, like, you know, the quest system is actually in, like, a testable state for that. I'm gonna have to turn down this music, aren't I? This is way too loud. So that's waiting on me right now. Just turn on my music a little bit. But yeah, a lot of good progress being made. Very excited. Gonna be an episode of Storage Wars. You know, when I was a bit younger, like, my dad used to watch that, and I thought it was hilarious because it was just a bunch of people shouting at each other. They made such drama over really small things. It was hilarious. I used to love it. And I am not a reality show person. Like, I do not watch reality TV. But I found that show hilarious. Carbonated water. Now we just need some apple juice, right? And you're all good, mate. I'm gonna be an absolute psychopath and drink half a bottle of carbonated water by itself. Which just made me laugh that they made such a big deal out of it. Like, it was hilarious, just the way that, like, they'd make nonsense politics out of stuff in storage bins. They were like, you know, I can see by Doug and Mary's look in their eye that they're gonna bid on this, and they're gonna bid high, so I'm gonna get in allegiance with these guys, and we're both gonna bid on it to see if we can outbid them. And it's like, you've literally just made this up. Like, it's like, it's all scripted. You've just made this up off the top of your head. America, yeah. The country that makes drama and politics out of just about everything. Ooh. Oh, there was a med room in here. Look at this. Tweezers. Suture needle holder. Some... Oh, Jesus. Right. Oh, school bag. I think those are bigger than... Oh, Jesus. Right, well, we have duplication of alerts going on there somewhere, don't we? On. That'll be why. Sorry. That should fix that. Who was that? I think that was Caesar. Thank you very much for the Twitch sub. Do that. People out there using their primes. Okay, school bag is the same size as a satchel. Does it do the same thing? Encumbrance reduction 30. And this is 60. Okay, so school bag better. School bag better. That's hilarious. Go trick. Is that PvP? No, it's PvE server. Excuse me. Do we have that question on the FAQ, Jim? I'm sure we do. But I'm just asking because I know that one's gonna come up a lot. Schwack. Not the question, but the answer is. Might be worth adding that as a question, I guess. Is the server PvP? Liquor bonbons. Nice. I'm just gonna look through like a bunch of these because you can find magazines, but on top of that, we might be able to find... Oh, there he is. I was wondering, I was like, what the hell? We might be able to find a better backpack, maybe a weapon or something. Who dis? Uproar protection gear. Interesting. Who dis now? Boomer to Ewok. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's killer. I'm gonna go ahead and move all his stuff into this locker just in case his body disappears. I don't want all that to disappear. Just so somebody can make use of it. I won't be, but somebody will, I'm sure. Do I play Tarkov? I used to, once upon a time. Not anymore. Thank God. Nowadays, I generally just enjoy games that are less PvP orientated. But Tarkov was where I started my content creation journey. Is the server full? I don't know. I doubt it. There's 100 slots. DIY engine parts. That's a good one. It might seem a little bit silly that, like, I'm, you know, grabbing all of these magazines, chat, but the thing is like, these are, you learn them, like, once, right? You pick these up, you learn them in the early stages, and then we can get rid of them. We're all done. Books and, like, recipes and knowledge are one of the biggest things that we can sort of equip ourselves with early on, you know? Oh, there was a lot of zombies in there. I saw at least 3 crowded around that door. Let's get out of here. Okay, so now really we need to try and get to our base as quick as possible. We have a lot of stuff that will be quite heavy. Lots of books. So the sooner we can get to where we need to be, the better. Which is going to be east of us. Duffel bag. I noticed that the subscriptions aren't coming up. The YouTube sub alerts, unless I'm missing them. They should be. They aren't. We'll take a minute when we get somewhere safe. Still some paper clips for them locks. Not really needed. We have the safe house cleaning system and stuff, so... And we're on a PvE server. So we're all good there. Who in their right mind plays Tarkov? Right, Tarkov? Tell me about it, dude. Who would do that? Find someone. Yes, I'll make sure to put my my player attracting sonar device to full. Sorry, that's my fault. I should have known better. Jesus, worst timing. Sir, please. I need to get down here. Oh, that's a big backpack. Is that like a hazmat? A hazmat zombie. Might be a rig that they've got on with it. Oh, come on. Should have. Got here, medium Alice pack. I didn't realize that Shark and Peach's military uniforms improvements have added some new stuff like this. It's been a little while since I've used that mod. 35 weight, huh? That's gonna be higher than most of most vanilla backpacks in the game, I think. It's 20, what is it, 28? Is the max otherwise? The large backpacks and the military ones do that, I think. Now, we are going to take the canteen as well. And we're going to take the hammer.
Wait, your bigger stickers? Here's of this. White! Take him away! Oh, sir, No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
Xenocide, thank you very much for becoming a channel member, man. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the server. Right. That is a massive backpack. One that I don't think I will keep forever because it just looks massive on the character. But for now, it will be useful. We can have a lot of junk in that trunk, you are right. It is true. There is a lot of capacity for junk in said trunk. I'm trying to think of the quickest and safest way to get where I want to be. I think it's going to be to go south and then cut like straight east. Now, interesting part of one of the mods that we have on the server, and this is always one that I like to include because I think, to be honest, I think Burglar as like default is like way too strong of a class. So many players pick Burglar, and who can blame them? But one of the things that we always do is we have a mod called the Expanded Hotwire mod. It basically takes the bonus away from burglars that allows them to hotwire cars by default, and what it does is it makes it a requirement. Like you need electrical and mechanics, but you can adjust the levels that you need. So on our server, it's like level 4 mechanics and 1 electrical, right? And that will allow you to hotwire a car. But then, like, later down the line, you know, you can make your own keys for cars. Am I streaming on Twitch? No. No. Twitch tends to be where I stream variety, if I choose to stream variety for a little bit. Definitely a cat jam. I like this song. I like the little... I don't know what that was. Whether it was like an acoustic guitar or something else, but I liked that. Does Twitch Prime subs get access? They do, yeah. You'd prefer to use Twitch Prime? That's absolutely cool. Links in the description with all the instructions, HSG. That zombie looks dope. But right now we are simply trying to get where we're going and nothing else. Do I have that link in the description, Jim? If not, I'll sort that out in a sec. Or when we can next get somewhere safe, because that won't be for a minute, I don't think. FAQ, no. But there are directions to join the server, right? In the description. If I had, okay. I might, I'll link the FAQ then. After this. Definitely do not want to just have to run through that big horde over there. I've got my alerts, like, I don't know how, but I think they're, like, lighted up, bro. This is what I don't get, right, about stream elements. I haven't changed anything in weeks, literally weeks and months, and it's bringing up Twitch alerts, but not bringing up subs when a YouTube subscriber subscribes. And I haven't changed anything since last we streamed on YouTube, which was ages ago. God knows. I'll have to have a look when we get where we're going. Thank you very much for that, Sleazy. Appreciate it. The music? It's just the vanilla Zomboid tunes. It's the soundtrack. Oh, they are coming up. I was just missing them. Brian, thank you very much for the sub. It. Thank you. And if I could be so bold as to ask, guys, even if you're not planning on joining the server, that is absolutely cool. But if you would take a moment to like the stream if you're enjoying it, that would be amazing. And I would very much appreciate you for it. Even liking the stream is a massive help. No, it's just the default Zomboid music. They changed their music system a little while ago, and like I didn't have the the music on for quite some time, and I was using my own playlists. Joining in? Nice. Enjoy. Dude, I've got a whole zombie migration behind me. I'm gonna get some distance and break line of sight. Oh, joy. Hello there. Yes, yes! Lots of places for me to go. Amazing! This is exactly what I wanted. Hello. Excuse me. Right. My god, there's so many zombies by the storage facility. I'm gonna do a couple laps. Just get the zombies following. Make sure I drop them along the way. Guess water and electricity is out, right? No. Goes off anywhere between 2 to 6 months. Jim is the only individual that knows what that date is, but we don't reveal it. I don't even know it. It'll just go off at some point between 2 and 6 months. Oh my, that's rather a lot of you. Right, okay, good. Somewhat of a janky plan, but I want to lure them into the construction site and then go and break their line of sight. So I'm going to pull them right down the back here and then loop around this building and try and lose them. Actually won't be able to loop around the building quick enough. Quicker than they look. I am now becoming physically exerted. Thought that red berry would look cool, I was wrong. So we do have to be careful now. We've lost the majority of them though. For now. Oh, game. Hello. Okay. Game was locking up there for a second. Do you have a favorite melee weapon? Yes. I would probably say there's a okay, different answer because one's default, one's not. So I really like the kukri machete from Bushcraft gear. Vanilla game. My favorite is probably just the nailed baseball bat. Because it's easy to make, it's reliable, easy to repair, and you can get it in the pretty early stages. Okay, I'm going to sit for a moment. Whew. Right. That was eventful. Aris, Elfu? It might be Elfu or Afu, I'm not sure. Albadro, thank you very much for the subs, guys. Almost. Appreciate you. I need to get out of this rain as well. I think the game is a bit easy without the need to sleep. I think it adds a difficulty element. I don't think it's too easy, no. The fact of the matter is you can't really do sleep on a multiplayer server reliably. The problem with sleep on a multiplayer server, right, is you have two choices. You either make players right-click on a bed and then literally just go AFK for 10 minutes. Or you have it so that every player needs to sleep at the same time in order to progress time and skip sleep. So, like, there are no good options. So removing it is just the simplest way to deal with that, in my opinion. There's no way that sleeping works in multiplayer and is still, like, balanced. Oh no. Oh no. You seem to have found some friends. Jesus. Just as after I lost that other horde. Right, so they seem to be doing a pretty decent job of kiting them. I'm just trying to keep this horde occupied while they deal with those ones. Give them a bit more of a manageable task. If I can do that, then we can split this horde a little bit. There you go. Keep letting them picking them off. I'll just keep kiting around the main group. keep them rolling. They know the drill. They know what they're doing. As an experienced Zomboid player. Come on then. Oh man, we just got rid of one horde, and they found another. I love how it interrupts the music for the level up sound. Oh dear. There's the fatigue coming back with a vengeance. Oh. How are they doing? They didn't die, right? No, they're good. Okay. Good lord. I'll be sending you an invoice in the mail.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. I think we just cleared out the entirety of West Point. Queso, that's what I need, chat. After a after a big fight, a bottle of queso. Hey, this is a player's body. This is SPG's stuff. I'm gonna put his body in the trunk right here so that he doesn't have to worry about his stuff despawning. I should be able to pick up his body. Think. I thought. Ah, there it is. I can't even put it in the trunk. That one's locked. Oh, I was trying to be the good guy. Never mind. Sorry, SP. Put it in a seat. Oh yeah, you right. Hang on. Let's try that.
Wait till bigger stickers hears of this. Wait! Take him away! Oh, sir. No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
It's they're all locked. Hang on. You have a vehicle key on him? I don't think so. You should have grabbed them paper clips. I told you earlier, I don't really need to lock any doors or anything. We're on a PvE server. Am I missing something there? Ooh. Alright, we've only got a little bit further to go and then we can set up shop. Oh. So there's a link in the description, or that link right there will tell you everything you need to know about joining the server. So this one is literally like any tier of support on any platform will get you access to it. And then we have our Patreon server, which is a different one, which you can get access to on Patreon for £3 a month. Be able to open the cars with the proper magazine. It's a lockpicking mod. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't know if I've just not seen that part of the lockpicking mod, or maybe like maybe it's a newer thing that I haven't noticed, but yeah, I don't have a yeah, I've never done that before. That'd be a newer thing that I've just not done. Yeah, I've seen, I know the mod and I know the magazines. What I'm saying is, like, I've just not seen that particular feature of that mod before. Whether that's always been in and I've just not known, or whether that's like a more recent thing, I don't know. What do I use it for? The lockpicking minigame for, like, for doors and stuff. Nice part. Preppers on. Is there a mod to build generators? I'm not sure. Is my honest answer to that. I don't know. I'm sure there probably is, to be fair. There's a mod for everything. I mean, we're almost at the storage facility now, and dealing with that horde is definitely bought us a bit more breathing room. There's going to be a shitload of them down here, though. This is going to be the task. Now, there's 3 long buildings, I think, or two, and we're here in this one. So I think we are going to have to clear these zombies because we're going to be right next door to it. Those are my character traits for you. I assume you're asking about traits, because skills we haven't even started learning yet. Like, this is like day 1 of our run. We've not reached where we want to reach yet. Not really done anything, so. We've literally walked from one side of the West Point to the other so far. What up, Andrea? How you doing? Distance variable still effective with melee weapons? I think so. Pretty sure that's still a thing. Best thing I can recommend, Liam, is check the mod collection in the description, man. There's a couple in there that I would recommend. Is there a mod that takes me back to 1993 so I can fix my life? I'm gonna wish you luck with that one, bud. That's all I can say. Good luck. Up, Lento. What's going on, man? I'm good. I'm good. I'm exhausted. So many questions today. Honestly. Like just over an hour into stream and I'm already exhausted. Hope you're doing well. I don't know how streamers do it. I mean, I say that as somebody that used to stream every day. I do like 2 hours now, and I'm like, and my quota for social interaction has been met, you know? Start a public server on a game you've been covering with a passion. You can't say you didn't expect this. Well, that's true. Mind you, I mean, it's not exactly public, but I do get what you mean. A mod's on, bro. Please. You don't need to look at my character to know that. Look. Take a guess. There's a literal mod collection in the description. Please. My weapon broke. My weapons broke. Never, it's part of it, yeah. Skullless is alright. Skullless is alright. My problem is I struggle to ignore them. Like, if I didn't want to answer a question, right, I can just ignore it. But the problem is then you get people that ask the question 5 times until they get a response. And I don't like it feeling like I'm ignoring people, you know? Tell me, where in the description can I find a list of mods? Don't make me ask you a question about National Rail on your next stream, Paul. Alright? I'll go there, mate. I know you can rant about National Rail for hours. So you can play at that game, bud. Do not put 50p in the smile button. Dear. So Paul streams as well, chat, and I think you still do that on Twitch mostly, right, Paul? But Paul is a Yorkshireman, a good British Yorkshireman, that likes to commentate on racing. He's very good at it, actually. Very good at it. But he also likes to rant about National Rail. And it is so easy, chat. I've never seen anyone that you can just, like Jim says, put a 50p in with a simple comment and the man just goes. It's great. If you're ever in need of a good rant, Paul is your man. And to be fair, I don't blame him. National Rail is a joke at times. PvP enabled? Nope. I'm really gonna need to put that FAQ in the description, aren't I? Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? That's not gonna help.
Nice.
It's just not gonna help, is it? Is there a story behind the Life of Brian quote in the notification? I'm new to the Patreon, just joined the server in Rosewood. Nice, man. Welcome. Thank you very much for the support, dude. I appreciate it. And thank you for the donation. Well, I hope you've enjoyed playing on the Patreon server for a little bit. I don't know what notification you're talking about. Oh, you mean for the sub alert? Or something else? I don't know what you're referring to. Sorry, my brain is fried right now. I'm struggling to be honest, I'm struggling to answer any questions with a proper answer because we've got, frankly, a lot of dumb questions have been asked today so far that have already been answered in other places that if, you know, somebody actually looked at the screen for more than 5 seconds, they would find it. But I'm trying. I will try. Yes. First day. Yes. Do you prefer waffles or pancakes? Pancakes. Every day. Listen. Save some of these questions for the Q&A, guys. Remember, we're gonna have the Q&A at 100k subs with a very special guest as well. Excited for that. Is the title Community Server Launch Day? That's a very good question and absolutely not something that you could find out. I'm glad you asked. Yeah. Why do my feet smell if they don't have a nose? The real questions of life, honestly. I'm not on it. Can't be that special, true. Can't say anything too bad about German railway public transport. I can pretty much go wherever I want in a reasonable time frame for a fairly reasonable money. See, that's the thing, right? That last phrase you've used, for fairly reasonable money, is the problem with our national rail. In my experience. For a country that touts about doing what's right for the environment all the time, we sure do charge a lot for public transport. But anyway, I won't get onto that. not to become a Paul for the day. Sorry, Paul. You've really become the target of this line of joke, and I do apologize. Embrace the dark side. It's UK based. Alright. Right, chat. Do me a favor, right? I'm gonna need your help on this one, right? I am going to need your help on this one. Now, we have a very comprehensive FAQ, right, that answers a lot of questions about both the servers, how to join them, questions on, like, where it's based, cost, how do I join, you know, whatever, right? So I'm going to need your help with this. Whenever someone asks a question about the server, do me a favor, and I need somebody to drop !server in the chat like I just did, right? And look what comes up. We've got a nice little FAQ command. But I am going to need your help. Is it? Who was pushing those zombies? Is there a player here that I can't see? There is a player here that I can't see. Unless this is Jim in admin and... Hello? Who dis? Wait. There is somebody here, but I can't see them. Amazing. Why are these people bringing zombies to my base? I've already dealt with one horde today and helped one player, and now they brought it to my base. Why do people do this? I think he just died. I'm judging by the zombies crowded around something over there. He did. He died. Why am I getting zombies brought to me? This is not my job. I'm not the janitor. Stop. I couldn't see you. I was wondering what was going on. Like, you were invisible for me. I did not even know you were there, Flocat. Well, your body will be waiting. Look, would one of you die? God damn. There we go. Sometimes they just take a ridiculous amount of hits before they actually go down. Okay. Well, Flowcat's body's here. When they're good. I might reconnect just to make sure it's not an issue on my end. Because I did get in and out of some cars and stuff, so it could just be like some desync on that part. There's so much desync in the game right now regarding to like player positions and stuff, especially around vehicles. Oh, right. Yes, but anyway, do me a favor, chat. When somebody asks a question about the server, just drop !server in chat for me. And then at least we know they've read the FAQ. And they've got all the information that's publicly available. If you can do that for me, I would very much appreciate it. In answer to your question, Swift, yes. Literally anything. Twitch, YouTube, doesn't matter what package it is. If you want access to the Patreon server as well, that's !Patreon. You can do that with like a £3 Patreon per month donation. If you don't want to pay that much, even a £1 support package on YouTube or a Twitch Prime sub, whatever, doesn't matter. Anything gets you in. Okay, so this door's being... Right, I'm gonna shut myself in this little room for a second to catch up. And I'm gonna put that link in the... well. Streaming for an hour and a half. I've got 4 messages from modders. So much stuff. A lot is happening, chat, all at once, and I feel very overwhelmed. Okay, let's get this link in the description for you guys. On FAQ. For some reason I put Discord in the description twice as well. Right. That's in the description now. So any questions, we can refer to that FAQ. Alright, chat? There we go. Right. It won't be. It will never be truly fully public, I'm afraid. This was the closest we could get without it being fully open. Mostly to keep out hackers, trolls, stream snipers, general degeneracy. You know what? You said paper clips could be used to unlock stuff, right? But we need a magazine. I think I'm just gonna need to break this door down. As much as I would really like to keep the door intact, there's no... Don't think I have the magazine. No. And, kinda need access to the room. That's a shame. I kind of wanted to keep the garage door intact, to be honest. We should be able to rebuild it with more builds, I think. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, we can. We can rebuild it with more builds, so at least there's that. Right, it's time to break down a door. Feel you. Might have to sub then. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's literally anything. You can sub for £1 on YouTube, right? Like £1, which I think also translates to $1 on YouTube. I think, but don't quote me on that. You know, you can, if you want the best sort of value, the £3 package on Patreon gets you access to both servers. Our Patreon one that does like the unique themed mod setups, and this one. Or you can use like a Twitch Prime sub or whatever you want. The point is, it's literally like a pound or just over $1, and that's it. So we've tried to make it as accessible as possible. Okay, let's get all these thrown in here. We have a hell of a lot of books and magazines that I'm gonna need to sort through. Sounds like they just broke the door. Yep. Why did you go for the zombie on the ground there? And again. Need to move these out now as well. You're joking. Now you give me the key. Is this gonna literally... No. Okay.
Wait, your bigger stickers? Here's of this. White! Take him away! Oh, sir. No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
Okay, so that's the key for the outer doors to the building. Who is this? Dylan, thank you very much for becoming a channel member, my friend. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, fencing kit. That's cool. Right, let's move these bodies for a start. For now, I'm gonna just put them here, but we will move them outside.
Stickers, here's of this. White! Take him away! Oh, sir. No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
Another one. Who's this? Who this be now? I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you very much, my friend. I'm just gonna call you KV. All right. We're going with that. KV, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Cultist, is that it? Okay, cultist. Little dark, but you know, I respect it. Right. Let's just find a place for everything for now, okay? We've got a generator here, which is great. We've got stuff we can move around. Now, I need a saw so that I can disassemble some of this stuff, because I don't want to keep all of this. I'm going to keep some of it, but I don't want all of it. We need to create some space. So let's have a look around in the nearby containers, see what we've got, right? The nearby storage bins. We'll play a little bit of Storage Wars. See what we have. Now, the only place that's safe housed, so the benefits of the safe house system in Project Zomboid is that an admin can create an area which is safe zoned, if you like. So the difficulty, right, is if I wanted to claim this as a safe house, I would right click it, claim as a safe house. The problem with that is it would claim this entire storage, like, warehouse, if you like. Which is not something I want to do, because it would lock off the whole building from other players, and would be against the server rules, right? Because, well, it's got a lot of items in it, right? So I wouldn't want to do that. And with the admin commands, what I can do is I could designate an area as a safe zone. So all I've done is I've just started in this corner, gone to this corner, and this whole building, this little room, is now mine. And no players will be able to enter it without my permission, just like a regular safe house. It keeps everything else open for everyone else, which is great. The baseball bat's condition was kind of poop. Do ghosts get scared of each other? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? How do you deal with mods updating all the time? Update. There's no real trick to it, honestly. We have a bot that tells us, like, that's been made for us, that tells us when a mod has been updated. So what that allows us to do is just, we know when a mod's been updated, we can restart the server. But there's no real trick about it. You just have to restart. There is no other way. Okay, so most of these are... Oh god, hello. Most of these are locked up, so I kind of want to try and find, like, maybe an axe or a sledgehammer to get into these. Quintero, thank you very much, my friend. Welcome. Hopefully that comes up as an alert here in a second. Good. And Kaji Blaze, thank you very much for the sub as well. Thank you. Restart the whole server or just turn on and off? Yeah, like turn on and off, yeah. Okay, we have a lot of magazines.
Wait, your bigger stickers? Here's of this.
There it is.
Wait! Take him away! Oh, sir, No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Quintero. Appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this table. Now, one thing I do want to do before I do that is I would like to read the carpentry book. So behind that is we will get some XP. So I really want to try and maximize... Oh, I don't have carpentry for beginners! Imagine. We do have a 75% increase already. So we'll go ahead. We'll do it. It's a good song, Paul. It is a good song. Admiral Hopkins, Protocol VG, thank you very much for the subs, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you. And I think when I get a saw, I'm gonna dismantle a couple more of those chairs. For now, there's not really much I can do there until we get a saw. I could check the other storage buildings. See what else we've got in the area. I kinda gotta stop using my hammer too. Because we don't want to break it. We want to keep a hammer. Which is annoying because all else we have is a knife or 2 knives, but. I'm gonna go check that big warehouse next door.
Wait, your bigger stickers? Here's of this. White! Take him away! Oh, sir. No, no, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
Jake, thank you very much for the membership, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Just to clarify as well, yeah, the server is set to do a restart every morning. At like 9 AM, I think it is. And obviously, if a mod gets updated, we are notified, and we just restart the server. That's it. It's not like a wipe or anything like that. It's just a server restart. Oh, hello. That's not ideal. Stabby, stabby. Whew. Okay. A few more around there than I expected. Balls. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, is it gonna be that bug? Man, I hate that bug so much. So if you pick up a watch in multiplayer and stop the alarm, like sometimes it just doesn't stop. It's super frustrating. Doesn't happen in single player. Man, none of these doors are unlocked. Give me a break. Oh, my man has a crowbar. That'll be helpful. Especially considering I actually don't have a proper weapon right now. There's keys for this car here as well. And another set of keys right there. It's interesting. Fan favorite crowbar. So this will be for the step van, right? Yeah. Does have some fuel. No fuel in this one. Alright. Well, we're not gonna need both. So let's have a look here. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Salo, like I said before, man, I know it was just that one thing that I didn't know. It was literally just the paperclip thing. I know, I've used the mod. Sorry, I have tried to say that a couple of times now. Right, let's have a look here. The battery's trash, engine's pretty trash, so that pretty much seals the fate on this one. Let's try the step van. Hopefully it's more exterior damage than interior. I've seen a couple of these zombies now, and I'd be interested to know... Undead Survivor. Odd. What? Bro, when did they add like a whole ass weapon to this? Not sure I'm a fan of that, Mr. Undead Survivor, that adds a mostly cosmetic mod. We're adding a zombie now with a weapon that does shite loads of damage. Okay. It's a pretty far direction from the original mod, but okay. I have to change that. That's OP as hell. The outfit's dope. Yeah, you can check what the spawn rate is on those, because we saw one of those earlier too. If they're spawning like rifles on them that have like ridiculous stats, that'll need to get turned down. Can I check this without the zombie? I'm gonna hope the zombie doesn't see me. What do we got here? Okay, this one's better. This is exterior damage mostly. I mean, the engine and battery are in pretty good condition. Not amazing, but it'll work. She'll run. Here we go. Okay, excellent. You might be delayed, Andrea, because that discussion, like that message has just come up in my chat, and that whole discussion about mods and updating the server was about 5 minutes ago. So you might just want to make sure that you're, maybe give your YouTube a refresh, because I think you might be a little bit behind there. Don't want you to seem like I'm ignoring your questions or anything. Good call whenever that was. I wasn't live either. Only about maybe 20 seconds ago. Yeah, I really hate that. They need to make that more obvious. It's very not obvious by default. You can end up like a little bit behind without realizing. Right, we're finally in. Let's have a look. This is not as much loot as I'd hoped for, but maybe, just maybe, we'll have some stuff in the shelves over there. How many players online? No easy way for me to check while I'm playing, I'm afraid. We've had a lot of people signing up though today. A lot of people joining in, so I would think it's pretty high. 26? Yeah, there you go. 26 players right now. Certainly not bad. Hop in soon. Nice. Now let's wash ourselves over here because it has been, we haven't done this since we've started playing. Tim, thank you very much for the sub. Carl Kevin, thank you as well. No, it's a PvE server. There is an FAQ in the description, my friend.
Everybody get some bread. Everybody get some bread. Everybody get some bread, 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 bread.
Who does? Zeke, thank you very much for the Prime sub, man. Appreciate that. I see a lot of people using their Twitch Primes. This is a good way to make use of them, right? You're not using them for much else, I guess. Since most of you guys probably watch streams on YouTube for the most part. Terrence, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate that. We're just gonna finish washing and then we're gonna head to the storage bin. It's getting to evening, so we'll head back home and we'll start some reading. Comp Doctor, thank you very much. Don't go out at night or in the fog. Yeah, I respect it. I like to use cat's eyes in multiplayer to kind of offset that a little bit. But I do totally get it. Alright, there we go. Oh, hey. Thanks. Okay, that's good to know. And a hatchet, that's big, actually. Hatchets tend to be better at breaking through doors, by my understanding, like sharp weapons, so we might actually be able to use that. We can come back to that container when we need some wood, maybe. So we got 13 points in carpentry just from disassembling that, and we don't have the book. I'm tempted to push through the second level of carpentry and see. We have intermediates, so that'll come into play when we get there. Just need to find a saw. Okay. Let's put weapons at the end here. Actually need a hammer, so we'll go ahead and drop the knife in here. Best to keep a hammer on me. Do the fridge too. At some point. To move one of those. We actually only need a crowbar to move a freezer over, and the power's on. So we could do that. We could just go and grab a freezer tomorrow. Considering we got some fresh cabbages that are progressively gonna go bad, that might be a good idea. For now, though, we've got magazines to read. Magazines and books. Not the most interesting activity of all time, I appreciate. What could we actually learn here that would be really beneficial to us? I mean, electrical. Let's start with that. Electrical is going to be really useful for us because we're going to want to... what's the word I'm looking for? Move electronics from one place to another for this base. Hello, WKE. We're on the community server. There's a link in the description for the FAQ, my friends. There is about 26 people on right now. Oh, there's a bunch of crates in the back of that warehouse. Did I miss those? Might have missed them. That's okay. We'll go back. I'm not really the person to ask about Twitch anymore. I don't... Maybe you've used it? Maybe the option isn't there on mobile to use a Prime sub? Maybe you have to hit, like, the subscribe button and then it gives you the option to use the Prime? I don't know. What up, Baz? Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not really the person to ask about Twitch stuff anymore, unfortunately. Actually, something we might be doing later this week, chat, Is anybody in chat looking forward to Diablo 4 by any chance? Like, did anybody play like the old Diablo games and enjoy them? Oh yeah, I know you'd be interested, Squirrels, for sure. So I've actually got I should be getting beta access to the. Sorry, let me restart that. I should be getting access to the Diablo beta that's coming up, I think on March 17th. So I was thinking like we might stream that on Twitch, just as a bit of, you know, bit of variety, bit of fun. The Diablo 3 holds a very special place in my heart because when I was at university for a period, we had an issue when I moved from one place to another. We had an issue where our internet provider basically fucked up. Long story short, the guy that was supposed to be handling our internet connection had gone on holiday and not transferred his workload to somebody else. So we went 3 weeks without internet. So what we did was we went down to like our local supermarket or whatever. My friend who was staying with me had a console. So we got Diablo 3 on his Xbox and we played that shit for like 3 weeks straight. I've never been so fully addicted to a game in my life. Yeah, so it holds a very special place in my heart. Yeah, I put in for access to the beta for Diablo 4 and we got it. So figured maybe we can stream it on Twitch a little bit, see what you guys think. Chill out with some variety, you know. I know most people are here for Zomboid, but I do want to do more variety. And Twitch is a good place to do it, so that it's not, you know, dragging the YouTube stats down, as it were, and I can just hang out for a bit. Okay, so I think I've learnt the important parts. Let's go ahead and learn cooking as well, because it won't be long before we have to... use cooking in some regard. So it's nighttime right now. Well, it's getting to nighttime right now, so it feels like a good time to do it. Played Diablo 3's open beta, but that was all. Is the open beta going to be public or just for content creators? I don't think it's the one that's coming up. I don't think it's like open. It's like a closed beta. So, I know they did like that whole promotion thing with like KFC. But also, like content creators were able to put in for like access and stuff, and I think people that have pre-purchased get in as well. So it's not open, but it's not, you know, hugely restricted.
Everybody get some bread. Everybody get some bread. Everybody get some bread.
Well, it seems like somebody got their Prime working. Glenwood Donker, thank you very much for the Prime, dude. About as open as the barn doors, thanks to the KFC collab. Yeah, I mean, there is that. Do. Yeah, so I think we're gonna do a little bit of Diablo when that comes around. I'm gonna have a massive nerd moment for a minute as well, chat. Massive nerd moment. I'm so excited this weekend. We've got our first. So for those of you that have played World of Warcraft in the past, or are playing World of Warcraft Classic at the minute, I know that's probably a very small portion of people. Ulduar came out a few weeks ago now, probably like 6 weeks, something like that. And we've been doing like regular sort of like 10-man runs. We've jumped in on a couple of the guild's 25-man runs, but we've never been able to progress there's like a hard mode to a lot of the bosses, and we've not been able to do that. We haven't had like a proper roster. Whereas
Everybody get some bread. Everybody get some bread. Everybody get some bread.
I'll come back to that when I'm done being a nerd. Yeah, so we've not had a proper roster since we started, really. But this weekend we're doing our first Ulduar hard mode run with a proper set roster. Everybody that knows the tactics. Everybody's communicating. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna be raid leading that this weekend. My nerd life for you. Lento, thank you very much for the 4-month Prime sub, man. Appreciate that. 4 months, huh? Oh yeah, I forgot, because you subscribed to me on Twitch for a while, right? When we used to stream on Twitch quite a bit. They beefed up the Ulduar gear to smoother progression. Did they normal mode too, or just hard mode got a boost? I think all the Ulduar gear got a slight leg up, because like when it first came around, I mean, I don't know, because I never really reached max level when Ulduar was a thing in the first go around. But from what I'm hearing, like Ulduar wasn't actually as useful as it should have been back then. It was almost sort of like invalidated straight away. So they just sort of like corrected that, I guess. From what I've been hearing. But I'm going off of what other people are saying because I never played it originally. Yeah, so Squillis is going to be there. Rye's going to be there. It's going to be good. Gonna be good. Because Onyxia got released at the same time back then. Right. And Onyxia's layer dropped better stuff. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, so this time around then, Ulduar got beefed up, and they haven't released Onyxia's lair. Yeah. Yet. It's coming out with the next tier, I think. So there you go. Yeah, that'll come out with like Trial of the Crusader and stuff like that. Ugh. Oh man, I needed this like just 10 minutes just to chill. Cozy book reading, chat. Cozy book reading. They up the item levels from Ulduar too, so it's not a waste of time when TOC comes out. Gotcha. Yeah, it'd be good because people will still, because TOC I don't think had a hard mode. So people are still going to do like Ulduar hard modes even after Trial of the Crusader comes out. Are you ever going to play at the server after stream? If I'm being 100% honest with you, probably not, Jorgen. I try to limit my playtime on Project Zomboid quite strictly. Because, well, it's because it's my life. No ifs or buts about it. It's my revenue income, and I try not to burn myself out on it. You get what I mean? It's important for me not to overdo it. Went to Twitch and YouTube paused. Refused to pay for the Necromancer in D3. Just felt like a slap in the face to put it behind a paywall. Yeah, I get that. I feel like this time, hopefully, they don't put any of the classes behind paywalls. Because if I had to hazard a guess, I would imagine that there will be paid cosmetics. I think they've probably learned a lesson from Immortals, or Diablo Immortal, in that they won't do the same thing again with regards to, like, actual items and stuff like that. But it wouldn't surprise me if they do it for cosmetics, which would make me think that classes would be, like, you know, you get whatever is updated. But I could be wrong. Who knows? Which is why I'm interested to play the beta, right? Because I want to find out how they're going to do this stuff. Because I won't be playing it if it's full of microtransactions. But if it's more like Diablo 3, I'll absolutely play it. What up, Cass? No, but this is the thing, Cass. This is why Lento's linked to the FAQ. We have 2 different servers, right? We have the Patreon server, which is £3 a month to access it. We do unique themes there every month, massive mod overhauls, and all our testing goes on there, and etc. etc. This server's like a wider community server. So any support package on any platform, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, even if it's just a £1 YouTube sub, which is like just over $1, all that gets you access to this server. So it's really just, you know, totally get it if you don't want to. It's up to you, of course. But it's certainly a lot more open. It's Activision, but if you do it right, it'd be like Path of Exiles. I think Path of Exiles and Diablo are 2 very similar, yet 2 very different games at the same time. The only thing that makes me say that is I enjoyed Diablo a lot, but I never really got into Path of Exiles. I couldn't... I don't know. It felt like... I think Path of Exiles is more of like an MMO experience for me. And Diablo felt more like a story RPG experience, I think. In my mind. Not that either game is bad, I just, you know, I personally couldn't get into Path of Exiles, but I really enjoyed Diablo, so I don't know. It's a weird one. But they are definitely very similar at the same time. Wanted to thank you for your content. Watched your 100 to 500 to 1000 days survival, and I enjoyed it a bunch and decided to buy the game. You might want to check you've got the right content creator there, Cosmos. Because I've never done a video where we did 100 days, 500 days, or 1000 days survival. I would hazard a guess that you're probably thinking of that guy Preds, who's a great dude. Don't get me wrong, but that's that's not me. That is not me, bud. Yes, oopsie indeed. I would very much suggest you have the right content creator. I loved you in Cats. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was one of my standout performances. Personally think Cats is a massively underrated film. You know, definitely was the highlight of my career, and I'm sure it was the highlight of many of the actors' careers that took part. I love that video you made where you cured blindness. Yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah. You know, I try my best. Try my best to make a difference in the world where it matters, you know. God. Oh man, that's such a slap in the face. Reading such a wholesome message and then seeing it's meant for someone else entirely. I'm so sorry, but it's such a slap in the face for a content creator. Anyway, how many players are we up to right now? Mr. Jim. Ducky is a great news anchor. Today's weather forecast was spot on. I wonder how much abuse weather forecasters get from like the internet in general and like the public when it's wrong, you know? Random thought, I know. I bet they get shitloads of abuse whenever it's wrong. Still 26. Nice. Yeah, if you're interested in joining chat, there's an FAQ linked in the description. Talks you through how to join the server. All right, let's the Hungary president fired their main forecaster for messing up. A reasonable response. Weather forecast wrong? Fired. Out of here. I remember the time that you marched through France in the 1940s. Are you that duck from Kingdom Hearts? Ugh. God. I have no words. No words. All right, let's go find a saw. You guys said that I missed, or one of you guys said that I missed some crates in the next warehouse over, right? I looted these ones. I went in that main building. Apparently I missed something. So let's go and check if that was correct. What up, Ivy? How you doing? Ah. Yeah. Saw? Anyone? Saw? Gib? Gib saw? Wood axe? Not bad. Take that. Gonna need one of those. Also, probably gonna be pretty useful for breaking... Excuse me. For breaking into those, warehouses. There we go. Saw. Axe. Nails. Pogies. Pogies. What else we got? More nails. Can't have enough nails, chat. You need so many of them, especially if you're doing like a personal building project. Okay. Amazing. We've got what we need. Any of these barrels got fuel in? I caught Alpha asking if the barrels had fuel in. I wonder, I thought it was a chance spawn, but we might have accidentally set those to like 0 chance. Not that it's the end of the world, they can still be used for gas storage. I'm off, gonna try and jump on the server later. Hey, no worries, man. I hope you enjoy it when you get on. I even play this game and I'm obsessed with the videos. You know, it's funny how many people say that. I think Zomboid is just one of those games where you can, because it's so in-depth, you can learn a lot about it, and it's kind of like one of those rabbit holes that you end up going down without realizing. Alright, let's crack open some of these containers. Or some of these doors. Plop! See, look at the quick work of that door. Wood axe, OP for that stuff. Knock knock. I just managed to open the door behind me. Well, these are... No, it's not a mod. Let's be careful. Let's not spread misinformation. No. Let's be careful. It's not a mod. These aren't walls we're breaking down. These are doors. And this is just the wood axe from the vanilla game. That's all it is. Be careful. PZ community is already full of misinformation and rumors. Got to be vigilant. Oh, a cooler. The TV could be handy. I don't think we had one at our base. So let's grab that. The TV could be very handy. So I don't think we had one. Unless it was... no. Oh, we didn't. Okay. Good, good. I heard a rumor that there are mutant kung fu fighting turtle people in the sewers. Can confirm. You heard it here first. True facts. Does this server have Horde Night? No. No, it does not. Horde Night is very buggy in multiplayer, unfortunately. Especially with high player counts. Alright, so I think we can break a few of these crates now. I do want to keep some of them. But I think we can break a couple of them. Let's get rid of these two in this corner first. Didn't take long, 1 minute. Oh, the death. Yeah, multiplayer can be rough, man. Unfortunately, unlike single player, you know, it doesn't like carve out a nice little spawn location with fewer zombies for you, you know? So it can be a challenge. I heard a rumor that MrAtomicDuck isn't in fact a duck. Can you confirm? Fake news. Fake news. Personally, I'm offended that you'd even ask me that. As if I was just some guy on the internet that was using a duck as a persona to give himself a mascot that helps create his brand. How dare you, sir? I have footage of him wearing a full body duck suit. More info in DMs. So I think we can keep like those 2 containers. Like these 2 like corner pillars, right? And then we might even move them, or I might even replace them with shelves, I'm not sure. I want to move these chairs around. Can't do that until we get some carpentry XP. Can't I disassemble that then? What's the thing there? Do I have to grab it first? Do I have to place it? "2023, I'd believe anything at this point." God damn, 39 points just for that. Woo! Saucy. There was an important file in there. You know what? You know we were talking about like information, sort of misinformation in the Project Zomboid community. There's a little thing for you, right? So I guess a little tester, right? And not to give away what I'm doing for my next video, which I absolutely am, because it's gonna be. So I'm kind of working on a thing at the moment, which is like in-game and outside of game facts and obscure tips about Project Zomboid, right? Just things that you probably wouldn't know by default, but like really obscure stuff and facts about the game, right? So how many of you guys have heard the story that the devs early in development had some laptops stolen with the entirety of the game's code on it, and it set them back, like, you know, like they had to basically start again? How many of you have heard that story? There's a little test. Right, so quite a few of you have heard that story. Now that story, as I've just told it, is a fabrication, is not true. The devs have commented on this quite a few times on like Reddit posts and stuff that have come up, but there was a Reddit post about 5 months ago that I was reading while I was researching for this video. And, you know, the devs, Lemmy included and several of the other members, actually responded to that. So basically what did happen was that 3 laptops were stolen, and just over a month's worth of progress was lost. Not the entirety of the game's code. The game was fine. Just over a month's worth of progress. Now, it's still a setback, right? That's, you know, it's still frustrating, especially when, under the circumstances, the devs were moving into a new flat. And basically somebody took the opportunity to steal the laptops while they were moving in. While they went out to celebrate for a few drinks. Terrible, awful stuff. And they hadn't backed up the files for just over a month. On, like, the cloud. Online, right? Lesson in the early stages of development for them, I'm sure, but the point is that after that, the whole narrative basically became, because, you know, people thought they were being scammed and stuff like that. Like, there was that whole, like, hate mob, you know. Dev man bad, dev man is scamming us, etc. And that became the narrative, that the entire game's code was stolen. And it's just simply not true. They said, like, they actually commented, again, in this Reddit thread, it's all public knowledge. I'm not, like, making any of this up or sharing anything that I shouldn't be. That most of the time lost, if anything, was down to mental health issues on the team's part that followed that because of the misinformation and the hate and the abuse. It was like they lost just over a month's worth of progress, but actually they struggled for months and months after that because of the whole game scam, everybody pile on. It was actually, it's kind of sad when you start reading about it, but but it's not true. It was fake. But that is a story that is still spread today. And it really tells you something about misinformation within the Project Zomboid community. The game's origin story itself, or part of it, is you know, often fabricated. So that's why I'm always careful when something comes up to correct it. Let's try and... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to disassemble one of these. I'm just thinking about how I want to do it. And I think it's going to be this one. When did that happen? Over 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. There's like there's a whole presentation actually that they presented at like a gaming dev conference, and it's actually really insightful about the whole thing. But what makes me laugh about it is what they called the presentation at the time, and again, this is over 10 years ago, because they were presenting the story of like Project Zomboid and where they came from and everything, and the the presentation was titled "How Not to Make a Game," which gave me a good chuckle when I was reading up about it. Right. I'm trying to think about this as to where I want to place the TV. I think if I put it here, I won't be able to get to this little area, but that's okay. Because I think I can still sit. Yes, that works. And I can get out. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we have our little setup going in the corner. We've tidied up those. Let's move the table. I sense a particular type of video coming up. Yeah, like I said, the next one is like like I said, my next video that I've been sort of working on is sort of like obscure facts and things you didn't know about Project Zomboid, basically. So many of them are in-game tips, and any of them aren't. A lot of really interesting stuff that you find out about Project Zomboid when you actually start digging. Yeah, misinformation in particular, I will always try to correct, because it is so rife in the Project Zomboid community. It is a big problem. Like, you see Reddit threads all the time where people are like giving people tips or advice or whatever, and you read it and you're like, that sounds like it would make sense. And then when you, like, but to somebody that knows the game, it absolutely doesn't do what they're saying it does. The hairstyle is from a mod, I believe, Boris. The mod collection's in the description. I'm not 100% sure which one. Probably, I would imagine it's Spongy's hair. I think that's the one. Ah, close, Org. Close, it's Claire's. Claire Redfield. Hence why our character is called Claire Red Lake. Interesting little factoid about that for you as well. The character that I have in my YouTube banner, which was so expertly done by Da Fox, who you might know already from his Project Zomboid art, is actually based off of Claire Red Lake as well. Like, this is the character that image is, that artwork is based on. I always play the same person now, pretty much, when I do streams. Right, I think if we get rid of this chair as well. Okay, we have a lot more room in here now. Everything's a bit more roomy. Everything's set up a little bit nicer. Project Zomboid wiki is full of pages that are either out of date or lacking in information whatsoever. Yeah. Yeah. If I wasn't involved with... It's something I've actually thought about before. Like, many a time. If I wasn't so busy with, like, other projects to do with, like, modding and the MMORPG thing that we're building and the servers and content creation, etc., 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 I would actually really like to... Or I would like somebody, I suppose this is an open invitation to a content creator out there that can, oh, those are going stale now, Sag, that can give it the attention and publicity that something like this would need to succeed. But you see these things come up for other games all the time. I genuinely think that there needs to be a new website that covers all of that information. Not the wiki page, something else that is still made by people in the community, knowledgeable people, knowledgeable players, and then has like a content creator that's running it that could actually give it the attention and backing that it needs. I think that would be amazing. You see stuff like that come up all the time, right? For other games. You think about like MMOs, right? World of Warcraft has Wowhead and all that stuff. New World had one when that came out. I'm sure games like Path of Exile and Diablo have like information websites that they use, and I think Project Zomboid is such a detailed game that it would be a perfect game for a website like that. So it's something I've thought about before, actually, but I just, yeah. I'm reluctant to take that on myself because we have so much else going on in the community. I've chosen to get involved with like modding quite heavily and try and bring some attention to more modders, try and fund the development of mods that the community might want to see. Using the any of you, not just the Patreon anymore, right? All of you guys that are joining the server and have joined the YouTube members today, and Twitch subs or Patreon or whatever you've chosen to join on today to get involved with the servers. That's where that money goes. It's not just to running the servers, but developing mods. So yeah, that's what we've chosen to get involved with. But I feel like somebody could definitely make a website like that for Project Zomboid and it be successful. It is a very detailed game. And it, you know, I feel like a font of knowledge like that that's actually accurate would be invaluable to a lot of players, especially new players. You think about on the run up to build 42 and build 43 especially. Embed views. Oh man. Embed views. It's basically legal view botting. I think there's a very fine line to be drawn with embedding, right? I think there's a very fine line. And I'll explain my thoughts here in a second.
Take him away! Oh, sir. No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Introvert Sam, take him away. Welcome. Hope you enjoy the server. Yeah, so, my thoughts. Embedding. For those of you that don't know, embedding is essentially where, you know where you go to a website and there'll be like a live stream on the page somewhere, right? And sometimes it's obvious, right? Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes like you can see it plain as day, no problem, you know, it doesn't autoplay, you can choose to watch it or not, whatever, right? It's just basically an ad for a content creator, for a streamer. Now, the problem with embeds is that some people choose to use this as an opportunity to essentially do legal view botting, because on sites like Twitch, and I don't know if it does the same on YouTube, I've never seen somebody embed something for YouTube, but on sites like Twitch, the problem becomes that anybody that is browsing that page of that website is technically considered a viewer of that stream, right? So it's essentially legal view botting. There's no rules against it. Now, why I say that I think there's a very fine line to be drawn is it depends where it's embedded, in my mind. Right? So, Jim has mentioned Fextra who has embedded his stream into, like, his own, like, wiki, I think, for a whole bunch of games, right? And the problem there, in my mind, is that it literally just takes up like a pixel of the page, I think, as far as I understand it. It's like a pixel of the page, and you can't actually see the stream. It's just like kind of hidden, if you like. And it's used to essentially inflate viewer count, right? Now, on the flip side of that, I think that there is a good use for embedding, which is if you put the effort into a resource, like a wiki, I don't think it's a bad idea to be able to put your stream on that wiki. If you have done the work and you have built an entire wiki for a game, right, that is providing knowledge for people and is a source of entertainment or information, I don't think there's anything necessarily bad about using that as an opportunity to advertise your stream. But as one of you have just said in chat, right? As long as it's, one of you said like it's as long as it doesn't autoplay, right? It's fine, right? That would be one of the things that I would consider a boundary. You know, it shouldn't autoplay, because not everybody wants to watch the stream. But it also shouldn't be like a little embed pixel on every single page throughout the wiki. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't be just hidden away on every single page. It should be somewhere on the homepage, maybe, or to say, you know, this wiki was created by whoever. Insert, here is the stream. The problem isn't necessarily embedding, the problem is predatory practices, right? It's not the embedding itself, it's the way that people choose to do it. But unfortunately, the problem with this is going... Oh, this guy's glitched. The problem with this is going to be that streaming sites have absolutely no control over what people choose to do with their embeds. Like, it's a free country, right? And it's... I say it's a free country. It's a different website. It's outside their rules. They can't touch it. It's not theirs. Just going back for the gas can real quick. So naturally, streaming services like YouTube or Twitch have absolutely no say whatsoever. It's not up to them. So. Anyway, that's a... Sorry. Massive tangent. Embedding is a weird thing to me. Weird thing. But like, for example, you know, if somebody were to make like a whole informational website about Project Zomboid, I don't necessarily see a bad... Like, I don't see a reason why they shouldn't embed a stream. But you don't have it on every single page of the wiki, and you don't have it like embedded as like a pixel, so that like none of those viewers are actually engaging with the stream at all. You know, those people need to have the chance to say, oh, okay, well, this stream might actually interest me because this person built the wiki or whatever. So I'll go and watch, and that's their choice. Not, it's a tiny little pixel hidden away and is just being used to inflate viewership. What's the point of a view count if there's no engagement? Like, it would make your stream look better if you have 500 viewers and maybe one person talks. I think it makes it look worse. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, you think about it from a sponsor's perspective, right? Which is why they're doing that, by the way. Lento, is ad views and sponsorships. All of those people will get ads, therefore it's making the creator money, and goes towards sponsorships. Sponsors will have no idea on that. They see that as viewership. They won't know that that those aren't very active viewers or are just embeds. Right? And therefore, that person will get a ton more money because of it. So I definitely think there are moral considerations with embedding, but also, like, I don't see it being used as a bad thing. It's just using it in the right way, if that makes sense. Ah, damn it! Somebody's claimed the gas station before I could get to it. I'm gonna need to go elsewhere for my ice freezer. We'll go... Where could we go? The Gigamart? We could go to the Gigamart in town. Snag one from there, I think. That's what I was out for. I was gonna try and get an ice freezer. We'll get some... I'm forgetting things. We'll get some gas while we're here. Because the power's still on, right? It would be silly not to grab a little bit of gas. All right, good to go. Throw that in the backpack. Drop that off. Hey, what up, Raptor? How you doing? My day is amazing. Thank you very much for asking. I am I am definitely not up to scratch with my streaming. I was exhausted after like an hour and a half of streaming. Not a member / Twitch sub, but feeling nosy. What server settings / mods? So you can see the mods in the description, Jack, but the server settings, we don't particularly... best way to word it. We don't reveal what our sandbox settings are, because purely for the purpose that people argue. Bad as that sounds. People argue. They can't agree on things, and everybody has an opinion on what's right and what's wrong. Unfortunately, when that information becomes public, like people say like, oh, we should change this, you should change that. Oh, well, you know, if you did this, this would be different. And it's like, but, you know, somehow people don't complain about it when, you know, it's not, when it's not mentioned. All right. So yeah, we tend to not reveal those. Why isn't it this way? Why? Basically, everybody likes to play the game differently, right? But if you don't know what that is, there's a mystery element to it, and you can just go on and play the game, right? Just enjoy the game as it is. Trust us as server owners and providers that we know what we're doing, I guess, is the best way to put it. When you put items like gas can on the floor, is that a mod? Nope, that's vanilla. Just right click it and do place items. You know, chat, I'm having a thought right now. And I'm only realizing this as I'm, you know, most of the way to the Gigamart. And I've just ran over to the petrol station. Ooh. And I've just, you know, ran up to the Gigamart. Why am I not using the perfectly good truck that I just got, like, 20 minutes ago? Considering that I'm gonna have to lug a freezer back to base. Cardio? Sure, let's go with that. Oh my god. What is it with players drawing zombies to me today? I've seen 3 people so far, and every single time they've drawn zombies to me. What up, Spiv? Jeez. All right. The joys of multiplayer Zomboid. Ducks had a thought. Sorry. I would go back and get your truck. Listen, to go back and get my truck is to admit that I've made a mistake in the first place. And clearly, clearly this was all intentional. I'm doing this for a greater purpose that I'm simply choosing not to reveal to you. Because I want you to work it out. Also, walk. You know? Maybe I'm just part of the walk clan. There was a whole group on our Patreon server chat. It was very cult-like. Now that I think about it, called Walk, and they would walk everywhere. Their life was walk. You and your damn cults, Duck. Listen, it's not my fault, all right? They just sort of pop up around me. It's not me, I swear. I had nothing to do with the walk group, all right? That was their own thing. Just like I had nothing to do with Jenkins' cult at Knox Heights either. The Knox Heights settlement. That was nothing to do with me. This just happens. I promise. Do I encourage it? Maybe. Am I involved actively? Absolutely not. What up, Alpha? How you doing, bud? I just hear like a click there, as if somebody fired a gun, but it didn't go off. Just me. I heard a click there for a second. Pineapple. Watermelon. All right, where's my ice freezer? I thought it was an ice freezer in here. Up along the walls on the side. Dag nabbit. There's no ice freezer. Maybe there's one in the back. Mozzarella cheese. Ooh. So much good food. Oh, Jesus. Frickin'. Pineapple pizza. See, somebody's just asking for a fight. You can tell when people are trying to stir arguments. Whenever talk of pineapple pizza comes out. We got a lot of like fresh food here, honestly. We just need a freezer to put it in. I'll take the produce. Anything we can make into like proper dishes would be excellent. I also just realized I don't think I've picked up a can opener yet. Of all things. Flour. Pumpkin pie. I'm gonna eat that because it's gonna go off soon. Oh, jeez. Is this the MMO server? No. Mod packs in the description. MMO work is ongoing. It's going well though. Very pleased with a lot of the progress that's been made. That's not going to be something that's done like anytime soon. I don't think. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of different things ongoing for that. How many players max? We can have up to 100. We're lucky enough to have a oh my god, there's a lot of people in here. We're lucky enough to have a dedicated server machine, so we can sort of reallocate resources and stuff as we need. Last I heard, there was about 26 players online right now. $100, not 200. 100. I mean, I can't promise it would be stable at 100, but generally speaking, we're able to handle a lot more players than just a regular hosted server is. What was the highest player count we went to? We had a... It was somewhere in like the 48 or something, or 46, and we had like no problems. I'm going off the top of my head there, but I think it was something like that. Okay, this has a freezer compartment. I'm gonna take this. This will do. I gotta be prepared to drop this thing at a moment's notice. 50 on launch day. Gotcha. I watch my health as well. Make portable. I don't want to make it portable in case it reduces the size. I think that was the old server, Raptor. Yeah. I think that was still just the older server then, yeah. But for this fresh wipe, we had like 50. And that's been on the dedicated machine. In which mod you can sit properly to crouch? I mean, sitting on the ground? That's not a problem. That's not a mod. That's just default. If you want to sit on chairs, that's the True Actions mod. And something so simple as like this is why I love Project Zomboid, man. Something so simple as carrying a fridge back to your base is like an actual mission. Granted, it probably would have helped if I just brought the truck. Waiting for your ride with the fridge. What up, Sleazy? I'm good, man. How are you? Love if they implemented something like a shopping cart. So I have my own thoughts about that. There are mods that allow you to do that. Shopping cart. That is a mod. I actually don't like the idea of having a shopping cart in the game as default. Because I think it removes a lot of the difficulty around having a vehicle and thinking about your weight allowance, and how much you want to carry, and etc. I think there's... I think like a very real part of almost every zombie survival game is management of your inventory. Whether it's in your vehicle or on your person. And also needing to provide difficulty and a reason to have vehicles. So for me, like having shopping carts as part of the vanilla game isn't particularly something I want. So I'm more happy for it to be in mod form, personally. What do you know about playing Project Zomboid in split screen? Absolutely nothing, I'm afraid. I know that you can. But that's as far as my knowledge goes. I do apologize. Okay, looks like we're good. Let's keep it moving. As in the game, it should make sound. Yeah. Like I say, I just think like, I don't know. I feel like at that point there are better things that they could be working on to get into the game. And personally, like I said, I don't necessarily know if it's something I would want in the first place, for my personal preference. For balancing reasons more than gameplay. Yeah, for me, I'm not like overly. Yeah, not something I'd be particularly interested in. Come on. We can make it. We can make it. If there's a zombie in here, chat, that's just wandered in, I'm actually fooked. Alright. Amazing. Alright, mission success. Have a fridge. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Can I drop that there? Oh, it's not gonna go there. Damn it. You have to move everything around to put it there. See the FAQ, Tasmian, that's just been linked in chat above you. Right. Now, I'm gonna dismantle the electrics that we got. Dismantle these radios. Get some more electrical XP. This is gonna get us close to a level up, actually. It's good. Right. There's another one. And then I think we're gonna head back to the supermarket and gather some food to go in our fridge. And then the next thing we need is a way to cook food, I guess. Set up a little kitchen. Now, I'm gonna eat this to get well fed, actually. So that we heal a little bit faster from lugging that, container back. What up, Kralik? What up, Ethan? Doing? Anaya, what's going on? Yeah, we're kind of refitting a storage bin. Easy. It'd be nice to do a little bit of a project. Someone suggested using a deep fryer as a way to cook things. Yes. Apparently, according to a lot of the comments on that thread, apparently it's also possible to use a coffee machine as an oven, which I did not know if that is true. I need to confirm if it's true or not. But I did not know that. What day is it? It's Wednesday. I appreciate that, you know, we all lose track sometimes. Myself included, but it's Wednesday, 15th of March, 2023, my friend. You haven't jumped forward in time. My dudes, yes, it is Wednesday, my dude. You have not jumped into a time machine. Do not worry. But no, seriously, in-game, we've survived a day and 14 hours so far. And it's actually, it's probably like, that's July, isn't it? An American date, yeah. I was gonna say, like, it's actually March in game too, but I don't think it is. Thanks, Doug, for opening the server. Yeah, no problem. Don't have to thank me. I just provide the server. You guys, I mean, the patrons and everybody else that supports the channel, you guys fund it. I'm just the man that presses the buttons, I guess. Or no, I don't even do that. Jim does that. I guess I pay Jim to press the buttons. There you go. What do I even do now, honestly? We need to have a talk about this, Jim, so that I can have a better response to that question in future, because I've just made myself seem like an idiot. Have my boots just broken? They have. What the heck? Since when is that a thing? You're very good at that. Yes, ruining stuff. Okay, great. Yes, I ruin. That's what I'm here for. I ruin things. Yes. What happens when you carry a fridge? Ah, yes, that's probably it, isn't it? Has anything interesting happened? Nothing at all, Pato. You missed absolutely nothing. Which server do you plan on playing more this wipe? Dark Ages or Community? I mean, right. So I'm gonna answer this in the best way that I think I can. Please do not join the Patreon or the YouTube or anything like that if your sole reason or expectation is to play with me or on the same server. As I explained to someone earlier in the stream, I limit my time that I spend on Zomboid very strictly so that I don't burn out. So my time on the server is actually very limited. I don't play much outside of streams. Because this is my life, right? Zomboid is a huge part of my life. And I limit myself to playing on stream days. And outside of that, making content, right? I potentially play like hours at a time making videos or testing things or messing with mods or setting up the servers and stuff like that. So yeah, so the honest answer is I don't know, because I can't tell you. Yeah, please don't join with the assumption just that you know, to play alongside me. I do it so that I don't burn out. That said, though, we have an absolutely amazing community that has grown leaps and bounds since we first started the server. They are an absolutely amazing bunch. We have a fabulous team of admins that put in a hell of a lot of work and help to create an amazing community. So it shouldn't put you off either, I guess. Doesn't want to play with me? That's it. I'm unsubbing. Good. God, thank God we got rid of him. If I knew it was that easy, chat, I would have said that a long time ago. Ah, gotcha. You're just making conversation. Well, that was a whole rant that probably wasn't necessary. Among Us. Among Us. Sus. I do actually wonder, chat. Do you, like... I do actually wonder, do you think that is the Among Us thing, or do you think it's meant to be something else? I feel like it's meant to be something else, but because of the way it's clipped on the shelf, it just looks like it a little bit, you know? But always makes me giggle seeing that. Never noticed that before. Yeah, I saw a Reddit I saw a Reddit post about it one time and then I couldn't stop seeing it. Oh hey, it's Winslow. From Walking Dead. Boom, 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 boom. So I think what I'm going to focus on is stuff that we can cook. I'm going to take things that we can make into meals. So that's going to be fresh food, fresh vegetables, stuff we can freeze for later. Yeah, I'm going to take a couple of canned foods, just 1 or 2. But I'm going to primarily focus on things that I can add to recipes. Oh yeah, let's clear some of that unhappiness with some gum. So things like this, corn and carrots. Good. We can use those. This will all be helpful for clearing some unhappiness, which we need to do, because we were bored for a little bit. Radishes, lettuce. Potatoes, good. I'm gonna take the lettuce. Reason for that is we could use lettuce for trapping. Lettuce is invaluable for trapping rabbits. Best thing that you can put in a trap, actually. If you're trying to catch some rabbits. But also, if we're going to be making bread, we can add that as an ingredient to those. And maybe make some salads. Yeah, I feel like it is. It's kind of just dependent on what you want to do, right? Sleazy, I feel like a lot of people would just prefer to do some fishing. But if you'd prefer not to be so actively involved in the activities, it's a great thing to do, right? If you prefer not to be so actively involved, you just want to set some traps and come back to them later, it's a great skill. It really is. And I am going to take the soup, because the soup is dead easy cooking points. I'm going to leave the rest of the... You know what? We'll throw it in a fridge, just so it preserves. Because, like, I appreciate that I'm not going to be taking all of this. I'm leaving some for some other players. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw what I don't take into a freezer in the front. Just so that, you know, this fresh produce doesn't sour too quickly, I guess. There should have been... I'm missing some radishes, I think. Oh, I've got them. Fine. So we'll drop the radishes, the peaches, and a sack of potatoes in here for another player when they come by. I didn't see any salt. I saw a sachet of salt. But not a shaker, which we use to make bread. I wonder if the sachets still work. And that's part of Saf's cooking mod. I guess we can try that. Brown sugar. Isn't used for that, I don't think. Yeah, the food warehouses, the problem... Well, we do have a van. I mean, we could do that.
Everybody get some bread. Everybody get some bread.
Who dis? Ah, a crow. Thank you very much. Appreciate the sub, man. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I'd have the time to get out there today. I'm gonna be taking off here in about half an hour. Gonna be going and having a dinner with one of my parents tonight. we're watching or catching up on The Last of Us. Last episode. I know I told you guys about this a little while ago. Chat, like the stream. Yes, please do. If you've been enjoying it, chat, do drop the stream a like. I do appreciate it. What's your opinion on the Britters mod? Your take, rather? Way too over the top for my tastes. Perfectly good mod. For some people. Not for me. Way too much. We get it. You still have relations with your parents. Stop bragging. Sorry, Pato. Apologize. Yeah, so I've talked about this briefly. I think in like a couple of posts. So my mom's been away for a couple of days here, like this week. So Monday, Tuesday. She came back today. Actually, she was using what I got her for a Christmas present, which was we got her a spa trip for, like, it was like a proper spa with like treatments included, you know, food, meals, you know, drinks, that sort of thing. Pretty much like a lot was included with it. God, music, relax, man. So she's just come back from that, which is awesome. And I got her that for Christmas. Now, usually I do not spend that kind of money on Christmas gifts. Trust me. Trust me, I do not usually spend that much money on Christmas gifts. But for those of you that are sort of, I guess, have been around the community a little bit, you might know that my mum had a pretty rough year last year. She was diagnosed with breast cancer, and sort of in the December before that, it was December, that she split up with my dad, and in, I think it was February, I think, she got her cancer diagnosis. So she's fine. I just want to clarify now. She's okay. It's been dealt with. She's had treatment, and you know, she is cancer free. But obviously, with last year being particularly rough for her and having to sell the family home and move and all that stuff, in amongst cancer treatment and a job and you know, splitting up and all the rest of it. So last year, I got her, or sorry, like last Christmas, I got her a spa trip, which she's just spent. She's just come back from that, like today. So I'm going over for dinner later, and we're gonna watch The Last of Us. So yeah. But I suppose what I'm trying to say is, you know, obviously couldn't have done that without the support from you guys, watching the channel, subscribing, backing the Patreon, whatever you choose to do, liking the videos, watching them, whatever it is. Obviously couldn't have done that for my mum without you guys, so thank you very much for being a part of that. I do appreciate it. It does mean the world to me. And like I say, she thankfully is cancer free. So thank you. Yeah, thank you, Prodigy. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's been good being able to go full time with content creation and then be able to do things like that. Which, you know, ordinarily I would never have been able to do with my usual job. So yeah. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. Right, let's Let's move this all over into this one. And I'm going to use this one for tinned food. Yes, unfortunately, Tristan, that is correct. It can be, like I say, it can be any support package for the server you want. You can do it via Twitch, you can do it via YouTube. There are ways to subscribe for £1, which is like just over $1, if you would like, if that's how you prefer to do it. But unfortunately, yes, we do need a way to keep out hackers, trolls, stream snipers, that sort of thing. I don't want to invite that kind of behavior. So this was the most open we could make the server without making it completely public. And to be honest, running a public server is not something I would like to do, nor would I like to put my admins through. It's kind of just it keeps, to be honest, it just keeps out the riffraff, man. I know it's like a kind of bad way of putting it, but it keeps out, it stops us having to deal with all the garbage people that are just bad human beings. So, you know, max pop on the server 100 slots, but we can reallocate resources where we need to. So, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to stay 100. We can up it. Sorry, we can reduce it if the server's struggling, or yeah, because we have a dedicated server machine for that. All of our servers are basically like easiest way to describe it. They're all located on one machine, and we can move stuff around or put more power into certain things where we want to. It's quite handy. All right, chat. Well, we've made good progress. I mean, we've got a fridge, we've got a generator, we got some fuel, we got a TV, we've got a water dispenser, some storage. I'd say we're making progress. What's your Twitch, MrAtomicDuck? Should just be able to search me on Twitch and find the same channel. Right, chat, I think that might be where we wrap up today. It's been a good stream, though. We've made a lot of progress, and it's been good to see you guys joining the server and having a good time. Hopefully you guys continue to enjoy it. It is something we want to run for the long term, so like I say, if you do fancy giving it a go, there are links in the description. As I've explained a little bit already, there are better ways to do things. If you want to subscribe to the Patreon, it's £3 a month, and you get access to both servers, this one and the Patreon server that does the unique themes and overhauls every month. But if you just want to get access to this server, it can literally just be £1 on YouTube if you'd prefer, or you can use a Twitch Prime sub, or whatever you want to do. Right? But hey, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much for being here. Again, thank you for all the support, especially over the last year or so. I've been able to do things for people in my life that I never thought I'd be able to do. We've been able to commission mods, get massive projects started, run the servers for you guys, obviously, and hopefully give back in a way to the community. So thank you very much for being a part of that. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. See the FAQ in the description there, Lando, or the one in chat. It will walk you through everything you need to know. All of your questions will be answered. Right, I'm off. Enjoy the server, and I will see you very soon. I'll try to do another stream in the near future, and we'll continue. I'll try not to leave you hanging for too long. And obviously we've got Diablo 4 coming up. which we get access to on the 17th. So there might be a Twitch stream maybe this weekend to play some Diablo. So yeah, I'll let you know, on Discord and wherever else. If you guys want to join the Discord, there's a link there. You get access, alerts for all the channel stuff going on and whatnot. Right, I'm off. Bye. Love you. Take care. Bye.